All right, I'll skip the ones now that we can't talk about.
K-Dog 91, what's the scariest thought you've had? I think you're a good person to ask that. I reckon you've had some scary thoughts.
What, like, okay. Scariest.
Honestly, what would be your scariest thought?
I only have really like one that I can like. I think, here we go, we're changing gears, but I think the thought of you dying is a big scary thought. Talk about not being scared, like you said, like when you relate that back to being behind the bars and biking and whatever, that's not scared. When you think this is it now.
Okay, so you thought you were going to die
Scary
at some moments.
Yeah.
That's
fair enough. The Loch Ness moment for me was the scariest thought I've had. But
So how long were you in there for that thought to come in?
I was in there in total 50-ish minutes, 52 I think, they reckon. But I reckon at about...
And you couldn't see any mates?
30, no mates. Couldn't see any mates, was on my back.
And couldn't it's freezing.
Couldn't swim because got cramp. And then just thinking... See, it's like when you... I guess it is in theory a scary thought, but at the time it wasn't scary.
What was it? Foggy? Was it?
No, it was just that...
I love how I turn it into like a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
There's like mist floating along the thing. And
there's weird soundtrack.
No, what was it like? It was raining.
No, I don't think it was raining even. I think it was more that it was... so like when you're in the water, you'll know this from your surfing experience. When you're in the water and you're just bobbing and there's like even little waves, you can't see over them.
Dude, you can't see over them, yeah.
So that's what it is.
Especially not with the swell.
Especially not with the swells. Yeah, especially the 9-foot waves. Yeah. But even the little ones, like you can't see. So for me, I was on my back as well. I just couldn't see. So yeah, as far as scariest
you couldn't hear anyone? Could you hear people?
Not that I can remember. I think things really like get misty around nearly dying. So
what happened then?
You know what I mean? What do you mean?
Well, So explain through it again.
Okay.
I've heard the story lots of times, but
probably a lot of people listening might have too.
At what point did you? Yeah, absolutely. So, at what point did you think you were going to die?
I think I've been in the water. For I'd say probably 25, 30 minutes.
Okay, so before then, so at what point did you think this is normal and this is funny? You know what I mean? Like talk me through.
That wasn't the thing. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's a whole podcast about this called what do we call it? Prepare for the worst or something like that. Yeah, anyway, I can't remember what it's called. It was a long time ago. So I was on a canoe trip with some friends. Canoe overturned in the middle of Loch Ness, like quite literally at the middle point, worst point. So went in the water. You obviously can't overturn a canoe because it's full of water. And it was extremely cold. Loch Ness never goes above 6 degrees, apparently. It's always between 5 and 6 because it's so deep. Yeah. Right. So instantly freezing cold. I think the bit that was most scary for me is put a life vest on for the first time in this whole trip, which is crazy. Put the life vest on, and I didn't know if I'd put it under the groin bit because the life vest goes underneath and then back out the top. So I held it. I grabbed it thinking that it was going to go. So then every time I just let my grip off a little bit, I felt like I was going to lose it. So I held it. So obviously I couldn't swim properly because I couldn't use my arms.
And so what happened to your friends then at this point?
So I remember. So at first we were just like treading water. We were shouting for help. We were like, there was boats, tourist boats passing and stuff like that, but no one could see us or no one saw us. So, and then we were like, right, we're going to have to start swimming for safety. So it's about a kilometre to the middle. It's about 2 kilometres wide. So it's about a kilometre swim. I've not swam a kilometre in my entire life, so already knew this is going to be tough. This is going to be a bumpy ride. But obviously because I couldn't let go of my life vest thing, I just got on my back and started to kick. And then every now and again, I remember just like turning around and looking and just being like, I'm in exactly the same spot and I've been kicking for like 5 minutes. But then because of the cold and I had no like waterproof stuff on, or not that it mattered, or wetsuit, nothing, just a pair of jeans and a hoodie. Yeah. And then, I guess when you get that cold, things start shutting down. So I remember my groin seized first. Like I just couldn't move my legs. at all.
No.
Just couldn't move them. Like I was trying to kick and they were just like, I was kicking through
That's
the pain.
that's like a bad dream, man.
Yeah, but like
not being able
you know,
to
like the worst cramp when you calf cramps and you just like that, but like all body.
Yeah.
And like whenever you moved, it was just agony. And then I remember just kept looking. I did get a little bit closer at one point. I remember being like, it's all really like, it's so gnarly, all kind of blurry. But I remember I never saw if my friends got safe because I just didn't. We set off swimming, and then they just went, and I didn't. And then I remember hearing a helicopter, and then
so they had reached the edge. Cool one.
No. Do you know the story about how we got found? It's the most insane
No,
story.
I must admit I've heard it.
Yeah,
I've heard it, and I just can't remember.
So there was a family on the side of Loch Ness who parked up in a camper van. It was 3 generations of family, like dad, a granddad, daughter, and her daughter. And the day before, the granddad had bought a new set of binoculars, and he was literally testing them on Loch Ness. He was looking through them and saw us.
Wow, that's so cool.
So yeah, it's like a movie.
Yeah, isn't
it? So he
it?
alerted the rescue services, and the reason that they didn't get to us is because they went to the wrong side of the loch. So the ambulance did set off. Obviously, it's a long way from anything anyway. So, but they couldn't find where we were because they'd gone to the opposite side. And then, I guess somehow the air ambulance got called.
Wow.
And then I remember hearing it. I remember vaguely the guy landing in the water in front of me and then clicking me on it and then going and then woke up in hospital.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
So so you did think you were going to die.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah. Like, I thought
for a while.
But it was like a bliss. It was a nice thing. It wasn't scary. I remember, told this story again a few times, but like laughing really loud. And I had this song playing in my head. And I always forget the name of the song, but basically the lyrics are "Don't die today." I just don't. And I remember shouting it and singing it. Don't die. I was just doing that.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, just laughing. I was just like, fuck, as if this is how you go out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wild. Great. Hey,
what about yours? Or should we move on?
No, I was worried my head was a bit big. I was just scared that my
in utero
head was too big.
Where?
For my body.
Where were you?
In childhood. No, I'm I'm joking. I don't know what the scariest thought I've had was. Just anything I say is going to seem lame now, isn't it? Don't know.
Guess.
I guess like I always think I always have those like intrusive thoughts. You know, when you're on the edge of the train platform.
Oh, really?
And just imagine it's not like
what just.
No, like what it would feel like and stuff like that. I find those thoughts scary. Then by no means am I going to do it, but like I have that like imagine if sort of thing, like driving along. Like what would happen if I just fucking into the central reservation, or if like it's more of like a physics thing though. Okay. It's like what would happen? Yeah, what would happen? It's not like it's not like I'm exploring the thought of actually doing it. It's like, But I find those quite scary because they're like. They're not madness, but they're like a form of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a consequence thing. That's what it is. It's like imagine if the window blew open on the plane. Like what would happen?
What would happen?
Yeah, but they're not really scary.
Thinking about stuff like that? Are you always like?
Loads.
I wonder what.
Yeah, loads.
Interesting.
But I think that's just imagination, isn't it?
Yeah,
I definitely got active imagination, but
or psychopath
could be. But surely you've thought of it. When like a train goes through a platform, it's not because you're thinking about doing it, but it's just like,
I wonder what.
My gosh, that train is moving so fast. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I've talked to someone before, it's like called intrusive thoughts, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't find them intrusive. I just find them interesting.
They're
they're not like dark even. They're just like,
That's good.
Not really, is it?
No.
But they're probably the scariest because they're like, I feel like they sound like they're one step away from madness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not. But like they're like, whoa.
Maybe
your brain is thinking of these like crazy things.
Goes too far with it. What if? And they're like, actually, what if?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's linked to that. But like, what if is quite weird, isn't it? Yeah. It can be anyway.
Yeah.
Because you can spook yourself out. Like, definitely you can spook yourself out. I have before.
What,
I used to run in the mornings
like,
and I used to like imagine like bad stuff around me. And then I can make the run really scary.
Yeah,
but it's just imagination.
Creative energy.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You doing the next one to the right?
Not doing that one. Not doing that one. Holy. No, we can't throw him under the bus, poor guy.
All right, this is a good one.
Go on.
Who are you both? Question mark. This is from AJG-IB77. Who are you both?
AJ Gibbs.
What is your riding credentials?
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
I shone like a focused spring deal.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful
good.
transition.
Right, I've got a question for you, David, to kick this final advert off.
Yeah.
What would you do with up to 400 euros if you got it back when buying a bike?
Ooh, I could stay in the bike shop and spend my 400 euros on accessories.
Good point. Support your local bike shop. Great point.
I could take the 400 euros and go to another shop close by, maybe buy 400 euros of pasta, maybe go to the Euro store, get 400 euros and just... That's Christmas done for eternity.
True.
Just keep handing them out
Lottery
every year.
tickets.
Yeah, beans.
Tyres.
Chamois
cream.
A new pet.
A new pet. Perhaps a water dragon or an iguana. Yeah. Lovely idea. Well, Focus are actually making that question a reality.
Nice.
Because with the Focus Spring deals, you can grab up to 400 euros back when buying a new bike. If you want to find out more, check out the terms and conditions and all of the details in the link. We're going to put that below, and I'm also going to read it out.
Please.
Okay, you ready for me to read it out?
Yes, I'm.
This is old school, innit? Reading out links.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Please do it.
I'm doing it.
I want the deal.
Ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC.
Ooh, nice. So that is ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC, and let us know in the comments what you would do with 400 euros. Best answer wins a signed ODub hat.
Oh, I like it. Good.
All right.
I've got hats. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm good for that.
Okay.
Hey, can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, lovely.
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So they can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.